overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah, I was just giving my all.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. On 3rd down, Corral. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Come on, 38.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 10 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Corral with it on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Corral going to throw it this time. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Corral looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go team. 10 cycles.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, Patterson. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Corral. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A first down throw here for Corral. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's Corral on first down. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Corral to throw once again. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And Corral will throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go red. Hey, green. Go green. Hey, red. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strikers, 3-3. Clock, 10.
They'll go again with Patterson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 3. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and 1, Corral. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Corral. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that discipline.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Ready. Check right. Ready.
Handoff running left, Patterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Okay.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. In motion comes the tight end left.
Slide blue.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
51 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That caught by Trimble. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Corral, flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fourth down, here's Corral. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Patterson running between the tackles and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to.